So, our Satsang is a video game. Now, before we start off with thinking about what Satsang is like a video game, we have to know what are the characteristics of a proper video game. We'll start off, every video game has a storyline or a plot. It's pretty much telling you what's going on, what are you doing in the game. Without this, you never really know what to do. Then you have your two characters, your protagonist and your antagonist. Usually the good guy and the bad guy. You have your trophies and your power-ups. Your trophies are for big achievements that you're trying to go for, and your power-ups are those little things that you're trying to find along the game that help you get to those achievements. Next, you have your deaths. Your deaths, which usually are experienced in Call of Duty, as a lot of you guys play that, are pretty much all those other people that are trying to stop you from getting that main goal. Like if you play Capture the Flag in Call of Duty, you'll know that while you're trying to get a flag, you'll have all those people shooting at you, preventing you from getting that flag. And finally, you have your checkpoints, so those places that you respawn. Where after you die, you can respawn there, and they help you get back onto the right track. So if you think about what's our storyline? Well, our storyline in our life, or our Satsang, is pretty much our life. How we live life in Monday, how we live life at home, how we live life at school. And depending on who you are, some people may live a different way depending on what area they're in. Next, you have your characters, your protagonist and your antagonist. Protagonist, since it's about your life, is obviously going to be you. And your antagonist are all those little things that are going to stop you from getting to your goal. Like here we have Batman and the Joker for the protagonist and your antagonist. And you have your deaths. Your deaths, which are those things that are stopping you from getting to your main goal. Here we have things such as Maya. That's one of the bigger things that's stopping us from attaining our main achievement. And there's little things such as anger and greed that kind of overpower us at times. Now, what's that main achievement that these things are trying to stop us from? One big trophy is attaining moksha, pretty much attaining peace with our soul and going to Dham. That's that one big trophy that we look at. And while we have our power-ups such as Seva, Katan, Ajna, those are those little powers that we can get that will help us attain that one goal. Now, if we ever do fall to that Maya or that anger and greed, what are those checkpoints that could get us back on the right track? Well, obviously we have our Guru, Brahmoksai Maharaj, who's always there to get us back on the right track. And locally we have our Sanchalaks, our Kishores, and our parents that are always there for us. Now, one thing that makes everybody's story or a video game unique and changes it, personalizes it to their self, is our interests. Our interests are what shape our story and make them different from everybody else's. Some people may have things like reading, knowledge, studying, all that stuff. So their game may end up being like a big brain academy for Wii. While other people, like, not to point you out, Akshay, but him, he might be more athletic, so his game might be like a Madden or an NBA 2K game. Then, one of the greatest features about a video game is multiplayer. Playing online with your friends and you can have a good time playing little mini games. Now when you're playing multiplayer, one of the main points of multiplayer is improving your game. Those little mini games that you have that you can play with your friends help improve your game. Now if you look at it in real life, we have all our fellow Kishores here with us. They're always here to help us improve our game. They're here whenever we need help. They're helping us whenever we respawn so we can get back on the right track and get to our achievement. So why are we playing this game? Well, like I mentioned earlier, that one trophy that we're going for is attaining moksha. So overall, you could say we were playing this game to get to the end, and where we were born to die. There's that line, which I forgot the name of. But pretty much that's what it's saying. We were playing this game to get to the end. We were born to die. The beginning of our game is when we're born, and the end is when we're dying. That's the overall reason why we're playing this game, so we can go through our life. Now our video game overall is pretty much a game of our life. We're playing for that one trophy, which is attaining moksha. But throughout the game, we'll have little things such as Maya, which is always going to be there to stop us from getting to that goal. But if we ever fail, we can always just respawn and get back on the right track. These four things are pretty much the main things that we have to go through our video game. If we don't follow like defeating the Maya, then it'll probably be a lot easier to get to our goal. So these are things that we're trying to play for. Now how do we win at this game? That's the one thing everyone wants to do. They want to beat that game. So how do we win? Well, since our game is about our life, obviously the choices we make will decide what their end is like. We play to collect the power-ups that help us get to the end of our game. Those little power-ups will make it easier for us to beat our achievement and stay away from the deaths. If we respawn in the proper areas, our fellow Kishores and our Guru will always be there to guide us on the right track and overall beat the game. So,
Alright.